communicating. Whether we have no proper study or we have no proper scholarly approach to this subject, we do communicate every time, each and every time we do communicate. Even when we are sleeping, we do communicate, right, with our id. So what you think as communication? Communication is basically sharing information, and that term information includes all the things that Nadisha said as feelings, emotions, uh, whatever the thing that we share is in the word or in the term information. So basically communication means sharing information. And here I have mentioned it, exchanging or sharing information is communication. Basically, this is the basic introduction to the process of communication, right? In this subject, in subject of communication and media studies, we relate only for human communication. But darling, human communication is not the one and only communication that prevails in this world, right? Animals do communicate, even the nature do communicate, and therefore the subject area of communication is not simple as we think. So in this subject, we do only consider human communication. Therefore, in here I mentioned that human communication is as old as social origin, actually human origin, right? As old as human origin, or as old as human used and they practiced to live on this earth crust, communication did happen, communication did start, okay? And communication is connected with our daily life, right? If we want to communicate with our mother, and if we want to share things with our friends, and even if we pray, or even if we worship, we do communicate, right? Sometimes not with the outer environment, but within ourselves, I do communicate, right? We think things, right? Before to tell something, we think twice, thrice, or sometimes more than that. We think always. In that particular time, we do communicate in us, in ourselves. Therefore, we say that communication is not out of us. Communication is in us, in ourselves. So communication is directly connected with everything we do in our daily life, from the time which we wake up and till the time we get into the bed. We do communicate. Even after getting to the bed and falling a deep sleep, we do communicate with our mind. That's why you are dreaming, right? Every dream you see within the time you sleep is a production of communication between your mind and your id, right? Uh, I don't know whether you are familiar with the term id. It is something called, it is something how we categorize our mind in psychology. Uh, don't think about and don't get it hard about those terms I use. Just keep in mind the word id, because you are communicating with your id, and that those are the things which you can see in your dreams, right? And every function, right? Every function we perform by our five senses. I think that you all are aware of five senses, right? If we feel something, right? If I rub my hand like this, I feel the sensation of rubbing, right? If someone hits me, I feel the sensation of hitting. And if I see something, I my sight happened there, and I see things, and sometimes I'm hearing things, and sometimes I listen to things, right? Those phenomena are different, but somehow I get things into my mind through hearing, right? And sometimes I'm smelling because sometimes just imagine a situation where I am in my room, right? My door is locked, my windows are locked, but I can guess what my mom is cooking there in the kitchen just because of the sensation of smell, right? Likewise, every function, right? Every function we performed by using our five senses are directly or indirectly related to the process of communication, right? And every society, Okay, every society, it doesn't it doesn't only relate with the elite, or it doesn't only relate with poor, or it doesn't only relate with educated. No, every society, right? Every society and every level of the society do depend on communication, right? Can you guess an instant where we do not communicate? If communication breakdowns in any society, it is definite that the society may lead into a problem, right? If communication does break down in any time, right? Any time in any society, that society might be definitely running to a conflict, right? For example, just guess, um, in the situation that is happening in the country by the moment, right? Government is always informing people not to go outside, stay at home, right? Wear masks, use sanitizers frequently, right? But if government stops informing people about the precautions that they can take to avoid COVID, what will happen, right? People will move freely, people will enjoy freely, people will move from new normal to from new normal back to normal, right? And that will be the issue. The society will lead into a conflict that which we can not imagine the worseness of that conflict, right? Likewise, if communication breakdowns in one stage, actually, the whole society will lead into a huge conflict, right? Huge conflict. Therefore, communication is the basement of any society, and as well, breakdown of communication will lead the society into a huge conflict that which you cannot overcome simply like